Okay, Matt, let's wrap this up. We've got one to watch, of course, for all of our listeners. What's your one to watch coming up this week?
I am watching GE, General Electric. I have a pretty big position in my portfolio, and they were just downgraded today by an analyst, and the stock dropped to 6 or 7% last I looked. And kind of the point I wanted to make with this, it's not necessarily about GE's business. We all know GE's problems. The point is, yeah, there's no surprise. The point is that when an analyst downgrades it, when the problems are already known, an analyst downgrades it and it plunges, it could be a good buying opportunity. Yeah. Because is GE's business worth 7% less than it was yesterday? No. So I'm considering adding to my position at this level, and it's just kind of a good lesson to watch a few stocks after analyst downgrades, because they generally, in my experience anyway, shoot right back up to where they were.
Yeah, it's fine. I think downgrades, I mean, typically, if you see one that's downgraded based on valuation, I think those are the ones you really need to pay attention to, because they can oftentimes represent opportunities, because valuation is as much art as it is science. And I mean, again, you know, valuation is more or less an opinion. And you know what they say about opinions, Matt. I'm not going to go over it here on the show, but I think a lot of people out there know what they say about opinions. I'm going to go with Amalgamated Bank. This week ticker is AMAL. And if you listened to last week's show, you heard our interview with CEO Keith Mestrich. Amalgamated Bank, just a really interesting story here. Building America's socially responsible bank. That's starting to resonate, I think, with a lot of listeners. Got a lot of positive feedback from this interview. And, you know, it's just a small cap bank up in New York, still a fairly small bank, total deposits of a little bit more than $4 billion, total assets of just under $5 billion. But you know, I think that based on what they're trying to do in building this socially responsible bank, I think it's resonating on a customer base that is really liking being a partner of Amalgamated and liking what that company, what that bank represents for the future. I think that socially responsible investing is something that's going to become more important to investors as time goes on here. And it seems like Amalgamated is really helping blaze that trail, so to speak. So if you didn't get to listen to that interview from last week, go check it out. It was, again, CEO Keith Mestrich. He had a lot of great things to say, a lot of neat things we learned from speaking with Keith. So we're very grateful to have had that chance.